Hello dear students. In the last video, I shared with you a very interesting story about an Egyptian pharaoh, Tutankhamun. In that part, we saw about the discovery of Tut's tomb in 1922 by a British archaeologist, Howard Carter. Also, we saw the kinds of difficulties Howard Carter had to face in recording all the things about the tomb. It took several months for Carter to record all the things that had been found in the tomb. We saw that Tutankhamun was buried with everyday things that he could need in the afterlife. For example, there were board games, bronze razor, cases of food and wine, etc. Then we saw Zahi Hawass, the Secretary General of Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities, blamed Howard Carter for damaging the mummy. Then starts the story of King Tut and his ancestors. Then we saw about the Egyptian Mummy Project that was started in 2003. So far, it has recorded about 600 mummies and the counting still continues. The next phase was to scan these mummies with a portable CT machine. King Tut's mummy is one of the first mummies that have been scanned. Then we saw after studying all these images that had been collected in the scanner, it was found that no harm had been done to the mummy by Howard Carter. Zahi Hawass, he was at great relief when he knew about it. After checking that no data had been lost, the technicians sent Tut back to his tomb. Less than 3 hours after he was removed from his coffin, the pharaoh again rested in peace where the funerary priests had laid him so long ago. And now, dear students, in this part, please listen to this carefully. In this part, I'll explain to you the difficult words and also the questions based on this chapter. Kindly watch the complete video very attentively.
Difficult words with their meanings. Number 1, forensic reconstruction, meaning it refers to the process of creating a face on the skull and see how the person of the skull looked like. Number 2, cemetery, meaning a large burial area or a large burial ground. Number 3, lingering, meaning lasting for a long time or slow to end. Number 4, ransacked, meaning went through stealing things or causing damage. Number 5, resurrection, meaning coming back to life or when a dead person comes back to life. 6th is circumvent, meaning deceive. 7, amulet, meaning an ornament or small piece of jewelry thought to give protection against evil, danger or disease. Number 8th, tomography, meaning a technique for displaying a representation of a cross section through a human body or other solid object using X-rays or ultrasound. 9th number is wacky, meaning funny or amusing in a slightly odd or peculiar way. And 10th number is pallbearers, meaning people helping to carry or officially escorting a coffin at a funeral. And now in this part, dear students, I'll share with you the questions based on the chapter, and also I'll give you the hints or the key points of the answers. And you'll have to write the answers on your own, but take help from the given hints. So I'll read the questions for you first and then I'll give you the hints. Number 1. Who was Tutankhamun? And you can write in this. He was a pharaoh of ancient Egypt. He lived from 1370 BC to 1352 BC. He was the last heir of a powerful family that had ruled Egypt for centuries. His tomb was discovered in 1922. And now, second question, why was Howard Carter's investigation resented? You can write in this. Because of hardened resins, it became impossible to remove the mummy from its coffin. Carter had to use a chisel. The mummy's head and all major joints had to be removed piece by piece. It was thought that Carter had damaged the mummy. That was why his investigation was resented. And the next question is, what startling or shocking facts were revealed about in 1968? In 1968, it was revealed that the breastbone and the front ribs were found missing in the chest. It suggested that Tut might not have died a natural death. He could have been murdered. And now question number 4. How did Ray Johnson comment on the role of Amenhotep IV? In this, students, you have to write the history of Amenhotep. So you can use these words. Amenhotep IV was the son of Amenhotep III. He became a pharaoh after Amenhotep III. He started one of the strangest periods in the history of ancient Egypt. He made his people worship Aten, the sun god. He changed his own name to Akhenaten, which means servant of the sun. He moved the religious capital from the old city of Thebes to the new city of Akhetaten, now known as Amarna. The chief god of the land so far had been Ammon. But Akhenaten smashed all the images of Ammon and closed his temples. That is why Ray Johnson describes him as wacky. So these are the comments that Ray Johnson made on Amenhotep IV. And now question number 5. Why has King Tut's body been subjected to repeated scrutiny? You can write in this. King Tut's life and death have been a mystery. In order to reveal that mystery, his body has been subjected to repeated scrutiny. And now question number 6. How was King Tut's mummy CT scanned by the portable CT machine? So in this you can write, the mummy was scanned from head to toe. The astonishing images of Tut were seen on the computer screen. The technician spun Tut's head in every direction. Images of the hand and the neck vertebrae were also seen. Several views of the rib cage and the skull were also seen. It was found that nothing had gone seriously wrong with Tut's body. 5. Write a short note on the Egyptian mummy project. And you can write in this, the Egyptian mummy project was started in 2003. So far, it has recorded about 600 mummies and the counting still continues. The next phase will be to scan these mummies with a portable CT machine. King Tut's mummy is one of the first mummies that have been scanned.